Bashim Shai Bahashim Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us His truth. And shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and its sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. To the Aquat that are listening and learning, being a pillar of rest. 144,000 to 1/3, the hopeful elect of Israel. I'm the brother Yashwan, back with the World War III Daily Update. Shalom and salutations to you as well. All right, so today, right? Is there a Christmas truce like we looked at yesterday? Christmas truce in World War III? Let's find out. Matthew 24. Okay. And 20. But pray ye, why? Pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. Why? Because that's how this devil operates, right? He'll come and get you at the worst time ever, right? Cold, outside. That's when he wants to creep up on you. Or he'll wait until it's your holiday. Well, this is his holiday, right? His holiday. Little Nimrod celebration, right? Well, our holidays would be Hanukkah, right? So this is when they want to attack. That's what this means. Let's see. Let's look at that over here. Pray your flight. That means when you leave, when you got to get up and roll out, right? From what? From that fight. You're at war. Sometimes you have to retreat. Pray your flight from persecution and suffering will not be in winter or on a Sabbath day. When Jewish laws, right? Not Jewish laws, but Israelite laws. Okay? And again, like for example, the cavalry, the cowboys and the Indians. Well, they knew that we were the children of Israel, so they would wait until they knew that it was our day of rest, which they understood that. Then they would attack, right? Or they'd wait till winter, right? Well, let's see. According to these records here, winter started a couple of days ago. Today's the 25th. Winter started 4 days ago. So we're in winter. You got to watch out. All right. Pray that your flight be not wind. And so Wile E. Coyote is doing what? He's waiting until you're most vulnerable. And it should be cold. Right now, the sun is out. It's going to be like 65, almost 70 degrees today. So Wile E., you need to go back and back to that chalkboard and don't get shot, right? Because your plans look to be, we know how you get out. You understand? So anyway, yeah, pray that your flight be not on the Sabbath, and this ain't our Sabbath, this is their Sabbath. You ever heard of Black Sabbath? All right. Not Tony Iommi, nigga. No. This is a Black Sabbath, right? Don't they have Christmas? What does Xmas mean? Right? Well, it's a black mass. You understand witchcraft? A lot of people are worshiping Satan and don't know it. You worshiping Satan Claus and can't even put the anagram together. Anyway, let's go to this witch. Speaking of witches, right? We're going to watch this 3 days ago. What's happening? You know what? I was out. I had to do some shopping. And, you like, oh, it's going to be crazy out here, right? Stores are going to be full. Can't get nothing to eat. Can't get a seat to eat. Hey, it was empty. Nobody shopping. Nobody out eating. I got in and out of the store. thought it was going to be crazy. Anyway, this 3 days ago, what happened? All right. Is there a Christmas truce? Let's see.
Christmas will look a little different in the Middle East this year as the deadly war between Israel and Hamas rages on. The town of Bethlehem is usually a global focus of celebrations because, as you know, it's the place where Jesus was born. But this is what it looks like this year, with many skipping the festivities altogether. Many Christians who live there are sending a message of solidarity to Palestinians in Gaza. Chris Livesay has that story.
Of all the places in the world, a little town of Bethlehem, the birthplace of Jesus, knows how to celebrate Christmas. But this year, Christmas is canceled. Gone are the Christmas tree, Santa Claus, and the carolers. Many of the shops are shuttered, with hardly a visitor in sight. Even the Church of the Nativity, the usually packed pews, sit empty.
Why? Because they know how this devil, because they're scared. They've been bombing mosques and domes of rocks, and for the past, they just like, hey, it's a war zone. Is it not a war zone over there? Who's going to go over there and get blown up?
According to believers, this is the precise birthplace of Jesus Christ. And over here we have the manger. Normally this time of year, celebrations would abound, but because...
Usually this time of year we be getting paid. Our bread and butter is coming in right now. But something ain't right now. That wickedness is coming to an end. The Most High is putting that covering. He's coming against. He's destroying the spirit of Egypt, right?
The war, there's hardly anybody here.
Since the October 7th massacre by Hamas and Israel's ensuing ground offensive, tourism throughout the Holy Land has come to a grinding halt. In solidarity with the people suffering in Gaza, the people of Bethlehem have more to mourn than to celebrate. At the Evangelical Lutheran Church, they fashioned a nativity scene out of what's now found everywhere in Gaza. Rubble, says Pastor Moon.
Caesar. Look at that abomination. Look at that.
Isaac.
We've seen so many images of children being pulled out of the rubble. And to us, this is a message that Jesus identifies with our suffering.
In the cradle of Christianity, Palestinian Christians make up the world's
Tammuz. A little Tammuz right there. Okay? You know, Yahushua is mad. The Most High is furious about what's going on over there right now. He's furious. Okay? Believe that for sure.
This community of believers. But they're shrinking in numbers. Here in the West Bank, only 2% of Palestinians are Christians today. In Gaza, it's less than 1%. The vast majority believed to be left homeless by the war. Mirna Elatrash, a Christian from Bethlehem, fears her community is facing extinction.
She could be a Jake, right? She got this zeal. She could be a Jake, just, confused over there, trying to do the right thing, and Most High ain't touch her. She might be of the elect. You don't know. She come out. All right?
While the world
take them pants off.
Looks away.
Even some Christians, some, not all of them, they forgot about the Palestinian case. It's really forgotten by the Christians all over the world.
Father Sandro Tomaszewicz serves at the Church of the Nativity.
It's a big struggle, of course, because the Christians here are in the middle. They always want peace. They don't want conflict. They don't want war. They just want everybody just to sit down, talk about peace. Let's pray together. Let's see what we can do for having this peace together.
Let's talk about them little boys in the monastery. Let's talk about what really goes on behind them church walls. The Most High don't dwell in temples made with hands. How about that? You ain't gonna tell the real story. All right, so there's one I want to watch. Let's see. This one. Gaza War. Christmas Eve massacre at Maghazi killed 70. What idea found about hostages in Hamas? Let's take a. I have to read it So let's take a look at
The
this.
conveyor belt of illegal aliens roaring into the U.S.
Slovakia. You know who that is. It's a patriotic commercial of ours. Start it again at the top. We're gonna Gaza witnesses its deadliest Christmas Eve. So here's what's really going on. While in Babylon the Great, right? You guys are over here eating pork and bowing down to Nimrod's nutsack. And over there, motherfuckers are not leaving the pad because it's a war zone. Israel intensifies its air and ground shelling. 70 people died in Israeli airstrike on Maghazi. Killed people, including women and children. Woo! Toll likely to rise as many families were in the area. Hamas calls airstrike a heroic massacre and a new war crime. A horrific? Did I say heroic? It's a horrific. Let's see. Go back farther. Salaki, let me go back. Horrific massacre and a new war crime. So these people who are supposed to represent the Most High as chosen, right, are over on the supposed day, right, that Yahushua was born. What are they doing? They're committing a genocide. It's crazy. And they're calling it the Christmas Eve Massacre, right? See right here? Christmas Eve Massacre at Maghazi. They over there conducting a scorched earth genocidal maniac plan. Complex and complicated war. A separate Israeli airstrike in Khan Yunis killed another 8 people. They had exterminated. Meanwhile, Israel finds 5 hostages' bodies in a Hamas tunnel. Tunnel network found beneath Jabalia refugee camp near Gaza. These hostages were killed while in Hamas captivity. IDF releases video showing Hamas tunnel network. Video shows white tiled bathroom, tiled bathroom, and a workroom. Israeli troops can be seen paying respects to fallen hostages. Troops will now bring back dead hostages for proper burial in Israel. That's crazy. Hamas is still believed to be holding more than 100 hostages. So you can do whatever you want. Under a previous ceasefire deal, Hamas freed 105 hostages. Where's the Christmas ceasefire? While Israel has released over 200 Palestinian Christmas celebrations canceled in occupied West Bank City. Where's Yahushua? Bethlehem's holiday celebrations called off. No Nimrod worship. Pope Francis kicked off Mass at St. Peter's Basilica with a call to prayer, peace prayer. Christmas Eve smoke rose over the besieged territory. The besieged territory. Woo! Look at that. There you go. There you go. The Christmas Eve massacre. I said, let me type in said, let me type in the Christmas Eve massacre and see what comes up. Right. So anyway, yeah, there you go. There's your update. Did they stop shelling for a minute now? This is 13 hours ago. Times now. Gaza war. Christmas Eve massacre at Maghazi. Kill 70. Okay. IDF killing their own people, their own hostages, what they claim this war is about in the first place. Wow. Look at this. Little Libby slaughter. Maybe Hamas should have considered the repercussions before the massacre they carried out on October 7th. They knew Israel would hit back, but they didn't care. 13 replied. How about every date before October 7th? Many people should stop making excuses for Israel's indiscriminate aggression. Maybe Arabs from Jordan, Egypt, Syria occupying West Bank, and Gaza should evacuate the land and hand it to its rightful Jewish owners for more than 3,000 years. That would be us. Yeah, hand it to its rightful Israelite owners. What is that word? Okay. Israel was never a thing before the 1930s. Y'all got kicked from Europe, right? By the way, it was Palestine. If you don't believe it, check the world map before 1930. See, they were there fighting, right, over our land. Let's get that real quick. Joel 3 and 2. We can go to the Bible and show you exactly what's going on over there. Joel 3 and 2. I will gather all nations and bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. There I will enter into judgment against them concerning my people, as they divided up my land. Well, who's over there dividing up the land right now? Well, you got Ishmael claiming to be a Philistine, which you're not. See, you're not a Philistine, Ishmael. Okay, you, my friend, are where? Where'd you go? Sabians. Okay, there you are, Ishmael. And I have to go back. Sabians, that sounds like Arabic. I have to make sure on that. Don't quote me. But I believe the Sabians. Let me look into that. A distant nation. Let's look into that real quick. What does it say? Give me a name that I can. Is it the next one? Salaki bear with me. Sabians. Ah, there it is. Okay. See, a little research. So I'm sure of it now. The Sabians are what? And they will sell them to the people of Arabia. Okay, so that's not your land either. You're over there dividing it up. Sabian. See, and what we're doing here is we're sussing out, if you will, the transatlantic slave trade. Here are the people that were sold, right? Right? To who? To the Arabs. So the Judites, you Negroes, right? So-called Negroes were sold to who? The Arabs. So you can't try to, hide and say that you're these people. Okay? Because even if you were the Hamites, these Hamites, you sold the people of Judah. Who sold the people of Judah? It names you off. right here in Joel 4. Tyre, these are the Africans. See? Now what have you against me, African, Tyre, and Sidon, African, and Philistia, African? Not you Arabs. You're claiming to be the Philistines, but the Philistines are the sons of Ham. The Sidonians, sons of Ham. Tyre, sons of Ham. They did that for a reason. They're all together for a reason. These are the people, right, that grabbed us up and sold us to who? Okay? Where's the Greek set? Okay? So you're implicated, right? Right there. And then, where's the Greeks? There's the so-called white men, right? So you got the Hamites, who are the Africans. You got the Greeks. You're implicated. And then you have the Sabians or the Arabians, Arabs. Okay? You're not Palestinians. Okay? And then by name, oh, it says Greeks. Okay, well, let's deal with that. Appointed my land, yeah? APPOI. My land into their possession. Who did that? Here we go with the land again. So let's suss it out. Ezekiel 36 and 5. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen and against all Idumea. Who's all Idumea? All Edom, the so-called white man, which have appointed my land into their possession with the joy of all their heart. So the people that are over there fighting, right, dividing up the land that ain't don't belong to them. That's what all this fighting is about. They're fighting over land that don't belong to them. Okay, and it's gonna go horribly wrong. It's going horribly wrong right now. But anyway, the point is, okay, we know what the deal is. Let's go back to Joel real quick. Here's what's happening. Joel 3. Let's go to 2. Okay, so that you understand. Okay, well, why the slavery part? Well, that's the why. Okay, in the NLT, God says, Joel 3 and 2, He will gather the armies of the world into the valley of Jehoshaphat, which is the Middle East. I will gather the armies of the world into the Middle East. That's World War III. Why? See that dividing up my land thing? Who did that? Well, it tells you who did it. The Hamites, right? Tyre, Sidon, and Philistia. The Philistines, the Palestinians. Okay. And, okay, so 3 sets of people. You got the Hamites, Tyre, Sidon, Philistia. You have the Greeks, who are the Edomites by name, and the Arabs, the sons of Ishmael. They divided up his land. Why is he gathering them for World War III? Because he's going to judge them. That's why this is so important. Well, who's over there dividing up the land? Well, it's not the people. It's not his special possession. His people for harming my people. Who are they? Okay? Not the people over there fighting over the land that don't belong to them. It tells you who's over there. Right? One more time. Who's over there? Edom. It says the Edomites are over there. It don't say that the Israelites are over there. Okay? So the Bible rights all wrongs, all bullshit, right? What does the Bible say? Well, the Bible says that you're not a Palestinian at all. You know you're a Shemite. You know you're Shemitic, right? You're calling yourself a Palestinian, but you're Shemitic. That's two wrongs don't make a right. Well, they do, but you can't be a Shemitic. You can't be from the line of Shem and Philistia at the same time. You can't be a Hamite and a Shemite at the same time. Which one is it? See, you don't even know, right? Our fathers, what? Have inherited lies. All you guys. You don't know who you are. We just found out who we are. Right? We're the dry bones, okay? That woke up. Jeremiah 16 and 19. O Lord, my strength and my fortress and my refuge in the day of affliction. The Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no profit. Yeah, wake up. All hell is about to break loose. Anyway, we hope that the elect are edified. There's your little Black Christmas update. So with that, shalom.